Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jack Chang here, and today we're going to do yet another property review. It is Agile at Bukit Bintang. So yes, this is Agile at Bukit Bintang. And where are we? We're off Jalan Bukit Bintang actually. That part there is Jalan Bukit Bintang. And towards this part here, this is TRX. Yeah, you see here. So we're actually very close to TRX. Only 350 meters actually. So it's even, to me, the main selling point should be actually TRX. It's so close to TRX. Yeah, 300 meters, only 350 meters. And that being said, hence the nearest MRT station is also at TRX. Yeah, that's the nearest MRT station, TRX. Going back to this development, Agile Bukit Bintang. So Agile is basically a joint development between Agile Holdings, a property developer from mainland China. They are actually listed on Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and also Tropicana. Yeah, Tropicana. Tropicana. You know, those who are familiar, previously known as Jaya. So Agile Holdings, while it might be an overseas property developer, if you look at the market cap, right, it's listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and it's only 2.6 billion. So it's actually smaller than Tropicana. Yeah, which is I think about 3 billion if I'm not mistaken. So there are actually 3 towers for this development. Yeah, I'm not sure you can see. Okay, this is blocking me. This is just bad. I didn't realize it was blocking me when I looked up. Okay, this is better. So A, B, C. B is the tallest at 60 stories. A is still under construction actually, and C is about 50 odd stories. Yeah. Okay, so there are a total of 1,500 units, and you also have SOVO units, a total of 66 SOVO units. So the smallest here is about 600 square feet, and the largest is 1,157. That's a 3-bedroom and 3 bathrooms. Basically a dual key unit. So, okay, very busy road, Saturday. And just without further ado, let's head in. Let's go. Stepping into the development of Agile. So got a very nice water feature here. This cascading waterfall. Security room. Key collection. Just VP, yeah. And as a matter of fact, the latest block, Tower A, is not even completed yet. So very new. There leads up your car park. So car park again is level 1, all the way up to level 9, and you also got car park underneath here. Yeah, basement 1 and basement 2. Let's go. Stepping into the lobby for C1. Look at that. So very well, nice appointed lobby. Air condition, double volume. And I like the walls textured, you can see, right? Based on the light. Yes, this part here. Very hotel-like. This, I think, is real marble. These are much better tiles. Okay, let's head up to the unit that we're going to review. It's between level 40 and 45. Let's go. Before we continue on with our property review, a big shout out to the Nubia team for providing us with this absolutely awesome Nubia Z60 Ultra. Now this is their flagship phone, and it features a stunning AMOLED display for vibrant colors. More importantly, what truly matters to me as a property YouTuber is that the Nubia Z60 Ultra also stands out with an impressive camera setup, capturing stunning photos and videos with its advanced imaging technology. For this property review, I'm using the 18mm lens for a wide angle view, recording at 4K resolution with a 60 FPS setting. for a battery smooth video. With fast charging support and a long-lasting battery of 6000 mAh, it ensures that I can stay connected all day long. At the heart of the Nubia Z60 Ultra is Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. Whether you are a tech enthusiast, a photography buff, or a professional on the go, the Nubia Z60 Ultra offers a premium smartphone experience that exceeds expectations. Now, let's return back to our property review. Let's go! Stepping off the lift, we are between 40 to 45, so quite high up and very, very nice, yeah? Even for all these normal floors. Look at that. Very, very big, generous area. Double lift doors leading out. So there are no internet air wells, hence you have a lot of lighting to make sure it's bright. Walkway is a little bit tight, 5 feet, you know. But yeah, it's still okay, in my opinion. Very, very nice lighting that they have. Ultimately, all these are actually just spotlights only, nothing more than spotlights. So let's go. So this is the first unit that we're going to review. It's a Type C2 4D with a build-up of 895 square feet, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, dual key unit. So this is the landing. Some space for your shoe cabinet, this corner here. But doorbell is right here. So no worries, you don't need to do your shoe cabinet here. You actually can do it inside. There's more than enough space to do it inside. So stepping in. So they've actually done an open layout. If you don't want to use it as a dual key unit, you can use it as it is. And if you want, you can just build a partition here with a door. Okay? So this in a way will be your common area here between the smaller unit, this room here, and also the main unit. Yeah. So more than enough space to do your shoe cabinet. This side, yeah, or a bench. This is an electronic door lock, HBS. Looks like a commercial unit to me, because I don't see a particular model number. Access card, I think they should be, I'm not sure how to activate, but they should be a pin code too, besides the access card. Not sure if it has Wi-Fi, likely not. That usually is an extra module, more expensive, and also thumbprint, more expensive. Okay, yes, let's start off with this. So this is the studio unit with a kitchenette. Yeah. So all units come fully furnished or partially furnished with this kitchen cabinet and also electricals. You have aircon, you have fridge, you have hood hob, and also washing machine. So commercial unit, you have a sprinkler at the top there, 2 of it. Aircon is by Daikin. One of the more reputable ones, one of the biggest brand when it comes to aircon. Schneider, wall sockets and switches. Electrical items is mostly Tekka. Yeah, hood and hob here is Tekka. This is the induction type. Sorry, not induction type. This is a charcoal filter type. Yeah, charcoal filter, where they basically filter out the air and throw it back out. But I've always questioned the installation. Okay, this is okay because there is a hole here. Yes, actually you need this. Yeah, you need this. This is very key. Why? Because this type of filter type, right, how it works is that it sucks in air and has to throw it back out. A lot actually just cover it, and when you cover it, you can't throw it out, you can't throw the air out. It's actually not effective. You can't really suck in. Yeah, so this is okay. There's a small hole there, which they use for your power and also, for your outlet. The kitchen cabinet is not full depth, so it's sort of half only, if you can see. Yeah, so interesting to note. Other than that, very standard. This is by Tekka. Nice view. This is really the main key feature of this unit. So windows is almost end to end, and you got a really nice view. Look at that. So you got a view of the golf course, and of course this side here, TRX. Yeah. That's the whole TRX. And yeah, towards that side there, that is Berjaya Times Square. Okay. And distance, that is Sunway Velocity and Vertica, Laville. So really, really nice view to wake up to every morning. Yeah. Bottom here, no, that land is empty, but this looks like it'll be a commercial based on the banners that are up. Yeah, so nothing to block your view for the time being. For this to be developed, you know, all these are restaurants right now. For it to be developed, I think there'll be a good 20-30 years down the road, or even longer, if at all it's developed. Laminated timber flooring, or is this? Okay, certainly not solid timber. Likely it's engineered or is laminated. So engineered is a very fine layer, thin layer of vinyl, which is actual real wood, while laminate timber flooring isn't real wood. The bathroom. Wow, nice. Right? Like this mirror, look at the mirror. End to end. Although not all the way to the top. But yes, it gives you that spatial, that space, right? And it's white tiles, so obviously it looks much more spacious than it is. Duravit. Duravit's from Germany, a very old brand, more than, of course everything's made in China, it goes without saying, right? But yeah, headquarters, isn't Duravit in Germany? Yeah. More than 200 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Same goes for its water closet, also Duravit. But interestingly, that these accessories, it's a mixture of other brands, but it's also branded. So this is Tekka, yeah. This bidet here, and then this another German brand, Hans Grohe. Yeah, Hans Grohe, very very branded also. And this whitish. These are what I would call engineered tiles, yeah, to look like the actual thing. It's not marble. How is that engineered? Yeah. And how do you tell it's engineered? You find look at the tiles, you can actually find duplicates in terms of the design. So they use, real marble will never be duplicate, right? Okay, let's not waste time. I got another unit. We got 2 units to review. There's another unit after this, also dual key, but very very different layout. So it's first time I've seen such a layout. This is the kitchen area. Yeah. So again, it's not all the way. No, it's partial, half. And this is probably your space for your washer, dryer. Yeah, I see a inlet there, and then you connect to this outlet. There's a water outlet there. And this one here. So washer, dryer. Nevertheless, all the electrical appliances that you see here, all of it are Tekka. Yeah. You got a fridge for the main, or this part here. Microwave, they give you a microwave. This is the washer dryer, also Tekka, and a small fridge, Tekka. This goes into your studio unit there. Yeah. You got smart intercom. I guess it's linked to the Let me see a live view. You can actually see the... Can you see anything? Oh yes, so it's the guardhouse. Oh, so you can essentially call. Oh yeah, this is where they call. So if let's say you have a visitor, this is where they authorize, yeah. And yeah. There's a PA announcement, because again this is a commercial unit for any emergencies. Aircon, Daikin, what I mentioned earlier, and again, nice view. Yeah. The golf course. Absolutely beautiful. And then second tallest tower in Malaysia, TRX. Oops. Yeah, it's the bedroom. In a way, your master bedroom. Once you have rented out the smaller unit. So you got a data point also in this room. Oh yes, that being said, I'll show you first the DB box right after this, and also the communications box. So this wardrobe, very nice. The design, right? It's offset, and then they do all these grooves. But it's just a handle. Quite nice, and they're using plywood, so it's much better. It's a particle board. Soft closed, very standard, expected to have soft closed for this price range. Fan hook and your sprinklers. Okay, let me show you the DB. So the DB is actually inside here, yeah, and your telecommunications box, cables, single phase because it's only a 1+1. Not the most ideal. Why I say so? Because if there's a power trip and you're renting out that unit, then that guy will have a problem, right? You will need the owner here to flip it on, switch it on, yeah. And this guy here is on holiday, then that's bad. Rare occurrence, but yeah, you know, an interesting scenario. And last but not least, the bathroom. It's the main bathroom. So much bigger, the space. Huge bathroom. Shower area is slightly bigger than normal, but what's really big is this whole area here. Yeah. Yeah, Duravit fittings again. With this tabletop. Okay, so yes, that's about it for this particular unit. If you're interested to buy this unit, or if you're an owner, you want to rent or sell, do reach out to Jason. He's a specialist for this project. His contacts is below in the description. Now that we're finished reviewing this unit, let's head out and check out another dual key unit. Let's go. So this is our second unit to review, type C5D, 896 square feet, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Also a dual key convertible unit. So this unit is very different. Immediately here you do not have any space at all. Immediately is your door. And opening in. So this is your landing area. Yeah. You can do a shoe cabinet here. Nice area. And very different type of dual key. So this area here, I have my kitchenette, and this is sort of a living room. Yeah. Again, all your electrical appliances here. Okay, let's check out this area here. L-shaped, very nice. The DB box. And your communications box. So, if again you want to split it into a dual key, you do your door here. So different view, this unit, this one faces towards Bukit Bintang. This itself underneath is Agile Bukit Bintang, for those of you who are familiar, and that is Pavilion. Yeah, Pavilion KL. Banyan tree. And you also get view of KLCC, of course. Nice. So very different type of layout. This unit, the other unit is quite sizable, and this unit now is much smaller already. The living room also is smaller. You have in a way pump more space towards that unit, and also the bedroom is much bigger. So they've reduced the space for the kitchen. In a way you don't have a dining area sort of. You have to make it. You have to fit it into this space here, your living dining. But you have much bigger rooms. Yeah, much bigger rooms. And there's a built-in wardrobe. Bathroom. Unconventional layout, right? How many of you have seen such layouts before? You step in, your kitchenettes, separated, and then your living and dining. So in a way, if you are a heavy cooker and you don't want the fumes to go out, you can even have a door here, yeah, right? A sliding door. You can slide towards this side here. Then your fumes will be contained. Unlike the other one, which was much more open. Layout-wise, size is about the same. It's only 1 square feet difference, yeah. But of course, this doesn't have that outdoor, that landing area. This is your landing area now. For this, again, very big and spacious cabinet, kitchen area. Yeah, this is the first thing that you see when you step into this unit, and it's very long. So this type of layout is always much more expensive and better. Why? Because you got a wider frontage, right, facing out, and hence you're taking up more of your walkway. If you recall, you're running parallel to the walkway. Those, a normal typical unit, right, they will be elongated this way, and hence your frontage facing out is very small. This one actually have a lot of frontage here, yeah. So you imagine you have such nice window panels here. You got window panels for your kitchen, the other kitchen, living room, and the bedroom. All gets nice frontage. Yeah. This one is much nicer because you're further away from the block, so you get a better view, yeah, of KLCC, of Pavilion KL. And this is towards the end of this walkway. So much quieter also, that being said. Look at that. This has a mirror. If you recall, the other unit of these two units, this one has a much better lighting for this unit, yeah, because the toilet has a window there. Yeah. Arsenal jersey. So I'm an Arsenal fan. Disappointing season, coming in second again. Oh well, tough luck, right? Yeah, love it again. So yes, that's about it. If you're interested to buy, rent, or if you're an owner and you want to rent out your unit, do reach out to Jason. His contact is below in the description. Besides this unit and the unit I showed, other layouts are also available. You have smaller units also, 1+1 units. Do reach out to Jason. He's the person to go to, okay? His contact is below in the description and also in the comment section. Now that we're finished reviewing this unit, let's head up to check out the facilities floor. Let's go. Stepping off the lift, we are on the 60th floor. This is the highest Sky Pavilion, deck, garden, dining suite and multi-purpose function hall. This is Tower B, by the way. We've actually switched from Tower C to B. Look at that. 60. Multi-purpose hall. And you can open up all these. Yeah. So this basically looks towards a KLCC. Once you open up, it will be much, much brighter. And got a projector there also. Anyway, continuing on. I'm pretty sure this lights up at night. Yeah. This, how you know this will light up, right? You look at this box here. Yeah. So this is the transformer. Yeah. And this transformer is basically to switch the current from an alternating current to a direct current for this light, for these LEDs. When you see this, it means usually there are LED fixtures nearby. Yeah. Very, very nice areas to chill out. It's all open, not covered, so you get the best of both. You get wind, you get sun, and with that being said, you also get rain. If it rains, yeah, it's going to be a bit challenging. A lot of space. At the end there, you actually have a... Okay, let's check out this bathroom first. Nothing much, very simple. Again, very similar to the one that we saw on... No, very similar to the one on level 10, which we'll check out shortly. This sky dining suite. It's locked, unfortunately. We have to make do with photos here. Yeah, but I understand there is a pool table inside this sky dining suite. It's quite wide. Yeah, that's about it. Let me check out the view there. Is it worth to check out? Although it's nice, but nothing marvelous in the sense that there's no place to sit and enjoy this view. This view is a very nice view, to be honest. Yeah. If you agree with me, look at that. This block C. We're on this block, so there's nothing on top of block C, nothing on top of block A2. It's just this block B. Very, very nice view. Okay, now that we've finished checking out these sky facilities, let's head down to the main facilities floor on level 10. Let's go! Stepping up the lift, we are on the 10th floor. So this is the main facilities floor. We are still in block C. So this floor has some units, yeah, or rather this particular block is just like any other floor. You have units all on this floor, and it basically leads you out into a main area, which is sort of block B, yeah, tower B. And this is where you have all your facilities. Yeah. Yes, I think this will probably explain better. So this is block C, this is B, above this is B, and you still got another tower A with a connecting bridge here. This is still under construction. Yeah, we show this block shortly. So very, very extensive, and at a glance, right, you can notice the amount of greenery, the landscaping, sort of a tropical urban forest. And it's not just on this schematic drawing, right? It is executed like that. Tropical retreat. So very, very well done. I really like their landscaping. You kind of forget that you are actually in a condo, right? Yeah, look at that. Hammock garden. Sorry. Oh, shit. Is that a... Okay. I'm not sure if I showed that, but that's a mouse? Okay, anyway. It is what it is. I like to always be... And I'm not going to cut and edit this. I'm not going to retake. There's a mouse. Okay, a mouse or a rat. I'm not sure which is which. A lot of hammocks here. Fat Boy. This is branded. Yeah, I think it's from the States. I think. Yes, let's continue on. So very, very extensive. So this is block B. C is this block, and A is this one over here, which is still under construction. It has a link bridge, which hopefully we'll be able to sit there. So this is the pool. So you got separate pools. This is supposed to be the wading pool for kids. Here you take your shower. It's the main swimming pool there. And then aqua gym. Yeah. So that hoarding there that you see still under construction. That is the bridge that leads towards this block under construction. Yeah. Nevertheless, the tallest one is this. Yeah, in the middle, 60th story, and at the top, that's where you have your facilities, your sky facilities that we visited earlier, moments ago. Okay, let's head towards that area there. All those internal, from external, we'll head into the internal now. Oh, before that, there's a sunken chill out lounge. Nice. Yeah. And it's quite sunken in. Wow. Yeah. You really get a depth. Usually it's not so deep down, right? This is 2 tiers. You sit down here. Nice. And look at all these rooms there. Let's go check that out. Let's go. Okay, this is where the magic starts. So, very, very nice idea throughout this whole area here that you see. Just repeat again, very, very fresh. Only a couple of months back. Yeah, and Tower A, as you saw, is still under construction, so you can imagine, right? Fitness deck. You can probably do yoga here. Yeah, a nice mirror, and looks out towards Agile Bukit Bintang. Prince Court is there, one of the best in Malaysia, especially for medical tourism. This is the gym. There's someone inside, so I'm not going to. The gym is actually rather small. Actually, this is it. Just this space here. So the gym is, it's small, unfortunately. So I'm gonna skip that, and of course there's someone inside also. The bathrooms, male. You know, I was saying earlier in my video, right, that these tiles are all factory made. Yeah, this is how you see it. Exactly the same. Yeah, top and bottom. Factory. See that? All of it. So yeah, unfortunately a bit boring. But nonetheless, the look and feel, nice. Reminds you of a hotel type of bathroom, right? Let's go towards the magic. The magic's all towards the end. Look at that. So this is the management office. Look at that, the management office. VIP room. Look at that. Tip top. And it's not just one, they actually have multiple. Nice. This is probably one of the best management office that I've seen. So good. Crazy. Yeah. Games room. Okay, I can't tag in unfortunately. But yes. There's a snooker table and darts. How often do you have a snooker table? Yeah. Unfortunately I can't tag in. Function room. Can I enter this function room? Yes, I can. Look at that. Got a karaoke system here. My way. With JBL speakers. Okay, too many to visit, so we'll quickly skip this. Look at the wall treatment, the paint treatment also. So if you're saying, if you're worried, right, there's only one, that you can't enjoy. No, there's actually more. This is a meeting room, a very formal meeting room with I don't know, at least a 12-seater. Almost a 12-seater there. And another meeting room. Look at that. This is also locked. Look at the ID. And you got speakers right up there too. And a TV. Probably like a... And I think I can see a karaoke set right there. As you can see. Yeah. Not much here. Yet another meeting room. Look at the number of meeting rooms. Oh, this doesn't look like a... This looks more like a casual lounge, but... Yeah, I can't enter, unfortunately. I lost count the number of... This looks like a nice kitchenette area where you can host a party. And this is the surah. Very nice. A lot of open space, another sky garden. And back here to this playground here, the kids' playground. Yeah. Outdoor exercise equipment. So yes, that's about it. What do you think about this development? It's the distance, to be honest, is very underrated, right? We are only 400 meters away from TRX. And if you've seen the TRX master plan itself, right, there are actually not many units there in the TRX, within the TRX mixed development. You only got, if I'm not mistaken, close to 3,000 units. But there's so many offices there. So many if you look at it. TRX itself, I don't know. I would say the opportunity for the working crowd would be close to certainly more than 100,000 packs, right? And 3,000 units is not enough to support. A fair bit of this would be expats, and hence this is where the likes of this particular development comes into play. Yeah, this is a very good rental play, in my opinion, to tap into for the TRX market. This would be the main strategy. Yeah, but if you want to, of course, stay, by all means, also a very nice development. Okay, so yes, if you're interested to get a unit here, do reach out to Jason. His contact is below in the description. Let me know what you think about the property in the comments below. Very nice location and facilities tip top, yeah, especially those that you saw there just now inside here. Really tip top, in my opinion. Yes, thank you. If you do like this video, please do smash the like button. Do subscribe to the channel, help me support the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.